Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Jayflight SLX 267 BHS bunkhouse travel trailer. These guys picked a really cool unit. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. We'll start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things taken into consideration. Leave room for your awning to come open, and of course your slide. Leave plenty of room for your slide to come in and out unhindered, and leave yourself a nice walking path next to it. Then I want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Power is going to be all the way on the rear of the unit, on the very back end, right in the very center. Then your water is going to be at the rear, right behind your tires on your off campsite or your driver's side of your tow vehicle. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive, first thing you do after unhooking your hitch is level your unit. Now I recommend once your slide's in, measure your unit, get your little stick on level, stick it right in the center of your unit. Have someone watch that while you come here and either lower or raise your unit. Set your power tongue jack up. You do have a docking light. If you lose power, manual override right here underneath your tongue, underneath that rubber stopper or that hand crank. So you can get this up and down if you lose power. Speaking of power, check your battery posts when you arrive. Make sure that them are nice and tight from bouncing this house down the road. Once you get your unit level, you're going to stabilize your unit. On all four corners of your unit, you have stabilizing jacks. 3/4 inch hand crank. Simply run these down. Now you can use an impact driver or a drill gun. Run these down in a matter of seconds. I do recommend if you do that, slow down when you get to the bottom. Because remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. You only want to run these down until your unit's stable. Once you have a little resistance on your hand crank here, go ahead and stop. I recommend jack pads. Stabilizing jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris and hot blacktop in the summer. Just a good investment. Use your 10% off coupon. Grab a 4-pack of those and run all of your stabilizing jacks down. Once you got your unit level and stable, we can hook up our power and water. Again, coming into the rear of your unit, your 30 amp cord stores conveniently right inside here. Big long cord, just push it back up inside here when you're done. Now if you need to plug in at home, you do have a 30 to 110 adapter that comes in your convenience pack. Got our power hooked up, let's hook up our water. Here's your city water connection. Open this up, and the first thing you can do is put on your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting water into your city water connect or your black tank flush. Hook that up, hook your hose up, but don't turn our hose on yet. Just come around to the rear of your unit to your hot water heater. You can open that up and just make sure our drain plug's back on. You may have left it out from last time you were camping. Get that back on there, then you can go ahead and turn on your hose. Now if your hose has been on for a little while, you go inside and open up your hot water tap. It's going to come out cold, but once that comes out of there, you know your hot water heater is full and you can turn it on from indoors. Now let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to use City Water Connect, we're going to go dry docking. Well, just to the left of your doorway is your potable water tank. Simply fill that up with a hose. 2 ways to tell it's full. There's an overflow valve right here, or on the inside where you check the levels of your tanks, just press your fresh water button and that'll tell you when this is full. Just remember, when using potable water is when you go on and turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when using city water. It's already pressurized. All right, you're all set up to camp. Let me go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit. So we'll go ahead and start up here on your campsite in the front. There's your pass-through storage with your hitch work. Your front stabilizing jacks. As far as your awning, I wanted to let you know that if it's raining, you do have a pitch arm here. You can pull that down. That'll tilt your awning to this side and drain the water off. There's a latch for the back of your door. Hold your door open for you. There's a vent for your microwave. There is a TV mount in the bedroom that you can mount on a TV in there. You can take that same one, snap it off, come right out here and snap it on here. 110 and cable hookups if you want to watch TV out here. Here's your low point drain for your potable water. Again, cable in 110. This is a flue for your furnace. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of that. It'll get rather warm. Before I pull this out, I'll show you right down here is your quick connect LP. Simply pull your grill out. Use this hose right here. Connect up here to the bottom of your grill, right here, down to your quick connect. There's a shut-off valve on your quick connect as well. Rear stabilizing jacks, your fridge. Push that back in. Remember to lock up your outdoor fridge. You do have a ladder here. Go up and check the seams of your roof. Caulk as needed. Maintain all of your seams. Unit's also prepped for a Furrion backup camera. Your hot water heater and your power. Come around the back corner, your off campsite. Here's where you plug in your cable at the campsite. You have an outdoor shower, a black tank flush that we'll talk about when leaving the campsite. City water, your black and gray holding tanks, and your other low point drains to pull. They're right up underneath the lip right up underneath here. You pass your slide here. And here you simply just have your front stabilizing jacks and your pass-through storage. Propane does come on a regulator. Simply point this toward the tank you wish to be using. Propane does have a cover, an easy access top to get through the top without having to take it off. That about covers everything out here. Let's take a look inside your unit. Got this nice walk-in handle. What I like to point out immediately is this fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway. Just to the right of that is your 12-volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention this 12-volt is always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day, nothing charging your battery, use your battery, disconnect your battery to keep this from running your battery down. Immediately to the left as you come in the doorways, a few controls. Here's where you check the levels of your tanks, your battery. Here's your freshwater tank. That's when you can hold that down until when your potable water is full. Your black and gray tanks. Exterior and interior lighting. Part of the exterior lighting is your awning here. Speaking of your awning, I'm going to run that the rest of the way out. So you'll see you got the gray material. Once that white material comes down and falls down to 90 degrees, you can see that brown bar. That's as far as you want to run that out. You do have outdoor speakers in the ends of your awnings, which is great because it points it down toward your campsite instead of out of everyone else's. Run that back in. Shut off the exterior light on it. So that's running in. Left of that is your slide in and out. We'll run that back in when we leave. And then here's the 110. Back on. We'll continue inside. You have some one-touch lighting here. Self-explanatory microwave. A light and a fan for your stove. Stovetop makes an excellent backsplash. You do have a panel light. Turn this to light, it'll go from blue to red. Hit your spark and there's your flames. Same thing on your oven. Turn your oven on here to light. Light it with this spark. No need for a pilot light anymore. Click this down for an oven light. Below that is an access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Your Nordic fridge, hold this on for about 3 seconds. That'll turn on your fridge. So on here, whatever is white is what it's controlling. Right now you're on the freezer. We'll switch to the fridge. Fridge is on 3. Here's a night mode. That's telling the fridge, hey, I'm not gonna be opening and closing you as much. Save me power, and it does so. Come back into your bunk areas. You have individual lighting up in here. Same thing in your part bathroom here, your sink area. Here's your 110 with GFCI reset. Your bathroom and shower. You have a hand crank open exhaust vent here. Lighting shuts off here. Coming out around the corner here into your living room is your thermostat. We'll turn that on. I like to turn on the air first. Let's see with that blue screen there. So air kicked on. Now I'm going to turn on your furnace. Air should shut off rather quickly. Furnace kicked on. I want you to note it does this in all trailers. I just shut the furnace off. Furnace fan takes a few minutes longer to shut off. You have individual lighting here over your dinette. Lift your table up and remove these bars. Set your table on these wooden lips here around. Put your back cushions on top for another bed. Your sofa, just jackknifes, lift up on the front and lay it down for another bed. Lift up on the front and pull the back towards you to set it back up. Over here you are all prepped for a TV. If you do put a TV in here, right here where your cable goes in is a little button with a green light. Make sure that green light is on, button's pushed in before running your digital channel scan. That'll allow you to pick up more channels. It's a digital channel enhancer. RV Technology sound system. So Bluetooth compatible, AM, FM, disc. I'm gonna go to FM here. Probably won't pick up anything in the building here. But we got music indoors. Dual zone, whatever's blue is on. Indoors is off. Now we got static outdoors. Different modes, you can get your TV audio to go through it, front audio, HDMI's, presets, 5-volt charge, and USB port. Going back into your, touch it once for mute, hold it in and shut it off. Come back into your bedroom. Here's the TV remote I was talking, or stand I was talking about. Lift up on that, and this bracket will go right outside and sit down. Use the same TV. Furnace just shut off. 110 and cable. This is where it's wired for solar. This is a template for the techs to ever use if you ever completely wire this unit for solar. All of your lighting in here is individual touch, except we go over on the other side. This little switch here is for this blue light up here. All of your bedroom lighting is one touch. Before I close that, before you travel, make sure that your bedroom doors are snapped back. There's a snap on both sides. Keep that from bouncing around on you. In the ceiling here above your sofa is your smoke alarm. Lastly, your AC with quick dump. Little secret, it's a hot summer day. You arrive at the campsite, you want to cool it off. Turn on your AC and open up this quick dump. It allows the air to cool the cooling air, so it makes it even colder, so when you close this, it'll blast nice cold frosty air throughout the unit. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite. First and foremost, make sure that nothing is in the way of your slides. Make sure the doors on your entertainment center are closed. I like to come over here and shut off my interior lights. That way I can see all of the individual lighting that you need to go through the unit and shut off. That's not controlled by that main switch. Come back over your control panel, turn on your interior lights, Now I can shut off all the lights from here. We're simply going to hit slide in. You see the bottom shift up first. That's because the mechanism is on the bottom. See the importance of having that door closed. Run in rather quickly. Okay to hear that sound? That's the slide mechanism keeping itself from coming in too far. You may hear it when going out. Shut off our interior lights. Exit the unit. Now when bringing up these stairs, you want to make sure this exterior door is all the way open. Otherwise this will catch on it. Lift this up in here. Softly set it in. Pull back and lock your steps in. Lock and deadbolt your exterior door. Lift and turn this handle, and that's ready to go. Now if we're out dry docking, using potable water, first thing we're going to do is we're going to come underneath here and pull that drain. It's going to drain out your fresh waters. If we're hooked up to campsite water, unhook your water and your cable. Then to do that at the same time, come around to your hot water heater. Open up on this pressure release valve. That's going to drain a lot of hot water out of here. Be careful. When done, close that. Otherwise your exterior door will not close. And then you can pull your drain plug down here. Lastly, we're going to come around to our low point drain. It's right up underneath here. And we're going to open both of those up. See if you can see them here. Open both of these up. Bring up our stabilizing jacks, hook up our hitch, and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, you take the sewage hose, comes with your convenience pack, hook it up right here. First thing you're going to pull is your black tank, your black handle. Once that sounds like it's no longer draining, you're going to again take your water pressure regulator and hook up to your tank flush. That's your black tank flush. Hook that on there, hook up the hose at the dump station, leaving your black handle open, turn that on and let it wash out your black tank. After at least 5 minutes, close that up, close up your black tank and pull your gray tank. That's going to be cleaner water as your sinks and your showers. That's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. You're going to come right here to your bumper and conveniently store your sewage hose in there. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Jayflight for many years to come. Happy camping.